Potioncraft is a resource management game where you operate your own alchemy shop. To be successful, you must grow and harvest your own herbs, discover new powerful potions, and deal with interesting customers. To achieve 100%, you must complete all 10 chapters of the Alchemist's Path, obtain the highest and lowest possible reputation, and create the iconic Unknown Substance. This is a 100% of Potioncraft. Subscribe! I started out by learning how to brew potions. By adding ingredients into the cauldron, you could create a path for the potion. After adding all the ingredients, you're able to stir, moving the potion along the path. Once the potion icon was touching an effect, you could heat the cauldron, creating a potion. Perfect. Hey, we did it. We made our first potion. So we just made a weak potion of healing, it looks like. By using the pestle and mortar, you could extend the path of the potion, consuming less ingredients. Oh, that is so satisfying. Look at that. Oh, I can just take it like this. And I missed. You're also able to save recipes so you can quickly make the potions in the future. After creating my first potion, I had my first customer. You're an alchemist, right? My husband ate expired sausage on a dare with his friends. Now he has explosive diarrhea. I'm not sure a healing potion's gonna help. Alright, you got it. I learned I could haggle with customers to get more gold per potion, but I'd lose out on little popularity. This wouldn't stop me from haggling every customer though. And sell for 12. I then entered the enchanted garden where I could grow and harvest plants for ingredients. Alright, let's harvest them. That looks like the fire bell. I think I just have unlimited water. I used the ingredients I just harvested to go explore the map. Ooh, I think we did it. You have unlocked a new effect, poison. And that was the end of the first day. I began the second day by finding the alchemy machine in the basement. I was unsure of what it did, but I needed to find a merchant that would sell me parts to repair it. I had amassed 7 talent points, so I began unlocking new abilities. These talents would do things like help me sell potions for more gold and yield higher amounts of crops when harvesting them. You gain talent points really fast, so I won't be showing them all, but I'll try to keep you updated as I go. After, I began mixing new ingredients and exploring the map. While exploring, I discovered a few things. Alright. Well, we failed our potion. So it looks like if you end up in the bone area, it's probably a failed potion. These vortexes transport you to a new place on the map. There's a ladle with water that returns your potion to the center. And lastly, I found the Alchemist's Path. I noticed I had some customers. We have a customer. And started creating potions for them. 12 coins made. Every day you'd get more customers, and the amount of customers you got every day was based off your popularity. 15 coins. New popularity level 2, we've hit a popularity level of 2. And occasionally, merchants would pay you a visit. Hi, are you the new alchemist? I'm a local herbalist. I gather plants and sell them. You want to see what I have for sale? I think I have something that might interest you. We will buy one of these. Usually, you would get around 1 or 2 merchants every single day. A customer was needing a potion of fire, so I went back to the brewing map, hopefully to find this effect. While exploring, I discovered the swiftness effect, then the strength effect, and finally the fire effect. And we found it. I also found out that you could customize the bottles. Oh yeah, it's gotta be in the fire one. You could also customize the names of the potions, but I didn't realize this until later. She looks absolutely pissed, just standing there. There you go. Very big. I don't know what the devil sign there is for. That devil sign is a negative reputation, which is bad, because I needed to achieve the highest possible reputation in order to 100% this game. To increase your reputation, you only want to sell to customers that are using the potion for good. I spent all the talent points I had earned that day, mostly upping how much I'd be able to sell potions for. I began the next day by gathering ingredients and rewatering the plants. This is the first thing I did every day from here on out, so I won't show it anymore, but you can assume that it happened. Then I started tending to customers. You thought you were getting that for so cheap. And learned how the reputation system works. My neighbor dogs keep doing their business in front of my house. I'm so sick of it. I want to poison every last one of those mutts. I'm not selling this guy a potion. Get out of here. I got +2 reputation. I see, so if I don't sell to people like that, I increase my reputation. I managed to reach level 3 popularity, and used a talent point to increase my harvest yield. After the customers were gone, I went back to exploring the map, and discovered a new frost effect. And finish. Completing chapter 1 in the Alchemist's Path. With each chapter complete, you get new customers, merchants, potion bases, ingredients, and items that you can use. I already had a lot of chapter 2 done, but now that I could see the tasks, it was time to start working on them. I finished that day by doing more exploring and finding new effects.
Stone skin. I'm unsure what a stone skin potion does, but maybe defense?
In fact, the stone skin potion makes your skin stone. It was the following day and I purchased some enchantment paper from a merchant. This made it possible to save a higher number of recipes.
I also got 3 more talent points.
I used the talent point to upgrade my potion visibility. This made it quicker to explore the map. I decided to go search the map for more effects. This was a common theme that will happen much more early on. I discovered the mana effect.
Before I do more exploring, I realized I should probably sell with the ingredients I have. I have a bad case of the runs. Anything that you can help treat it. Maybe that's what stone skin is for. Okay, yeah, you didn't like that.
So I took care of the rest of the customers that day, before going back to explore more, and discovering the lightning effect.
I feel like the lightning potion should be lightning colored.
I bought more enchanted paper from the merchant the next day.
I am gonna buy a couple more pages. That is a good price.
I had a customer looking for a potion to open a chest,
I acquired a chest recently, but I don't have a key. How can I open it?
which I had no answer for, so I decided to go search for a solution when I found the wild growth effect. I was unsuccessful to find an effect for the customer and was scared to run out of herbs,
I don't got anything for you, bro.
so I went back to take care of the rest of the customers.
At least my reputation grew. I think I'm starting to go bald. Do you have anything to make my hair grow? This guy thinks he's going bald. This guy might be the hairiest man I've ever seen.
Reaching level 4 popularity. A merchant came along selling seeds for the garden.
I'll buy this from him just to see how it works.
I went to plant the mushroom seed, but couldn't. I hadn't unlocked the talent to plant mushrooms yet. So the next day I leveled up from harvesting my plants and was able to unlock the mushroom planting talent.
And put it. Perfect.
A dwarf merchant visited the next day selling crystals, but I was broke.
I wish I did not spend all my money because these look really good.
Crystals were really good because they teleported you around the map, meaning you could completely jump over the areas that would ruin your potion. Afterwards, a customer wanted an exploding potion, so I did more exploring. I told you this was a common theme. Finding the sleep effect and the potion of dexterity.
Something I noticed though is when I went over that frost, there was a level 2, maybe because it's like the perfect recipe.
The more perfect you were on the outline, the higher level your potion was. And if your potion was perfectly in the center, you could get a level 3 potion.
And there we have it.
Now all that was left from chapter 2 of the Alchemist's Path was to create a potion of explosion, which I gave up on finding and took care of the rest of the customers that day.
I am sorry, I don't know how to make that potion. Get out of here.
The Minotaur merchant visited as well. He had an upgrade for the garden, but I was broke, so I couldn't afford it.
Garden expansion pond. But that is something to save up for. 1.4k.
I started the following day by selling to customers, but another one wanted an explosive potion.
Everybody is wanting explosive potions, and that's just the one I don't have.
So I went back looking for the effect.
Light. Dang it, I really thought that was going to be explosive. Potion of explosion. It just took all these ingredients to make it.
This completed chapter 2 of the Alchemist's Path. Now I could start working on chapter 3, and I only really had a couple things to do to complete it. So I went and took care of the rest of the customers that day.
I need to poison my husband's lover. Wow, everybody in here is trying to ruin my popularity. Get out of here.
I did a huge amount of exploring later, and discovered the slowness effect. Then I used my talent points to upgrade my charisma. This reduced the amount of popularity points I lost when I couldn't give a customer the potion they wanted. I began the following day by creating my very first level 3 potion. Then I went to take care of my customers for the day.
I've got the just the thing for you. I need the popularity right now, so no more haggling for a little bit.
I was able to improve the recipe for my explosive potion later, before being visited by this weirdo.
Says nothing. Can I help you? Seems to suddenly remember something and turns toward the exit. Are you sure you don't need anything?
I'm not sure what that was all about, and I would not see that person again. It was the next day and I started selling to customers.
I need an exploding pusher for a job. Can you make me one? Why did I lose 13 reputation? That seemed like a nice guy.
I don't know what that guy was going to do with the potion, but that sale put me up to 5 popularity.
I want my skin to be hard as stone. That's so weird, but you're lucky I made this potion a long time ago.
I decided it was time to improve my poison potion, my fire potion, my strength potion, and lastly, my wild growth potion. These higher level potions would ultimately sell for more.
I can't stand this ingredient Firebell. I'll pay extra if the potion doesn't have it. Yeah, you're getting Firebell. How about all Firebell? I promise this doesn't have any in it.
The next day, after dealing with customers for a little, I decided to do some exploring. I managed to reveal a new effect, Magical Vision. Then I upgraded my mana potion.
Alright, let's do some upgrades.
I added talent points to my herb harvesting to get an even higher yield for my plants. I ended that day with almost 1,000 gold in the bank. I felt like my bank was slowly starting to build. The dwarf merchant visited again the following day.
Greeting alchemist. Need gifts a mountain? Look by. I can afford some of these. Let's go ahead and buy some of these. Thank you, sir. Shop has become more popular. Level 6. My behind hurts. I have no idea why, but I need to fix it. Do you have any creams? Okay. There you are. Yeah, just take it, man. You got issues you need to figure out.
A merchant visiting was selling seeds. I decided to buy as much as I could. Of course, haggling.
Oh, 850. Perfect. Thank you very much. Alright, let's plant the seeds. This goes in the ground too. Oh, it will let me put it here. Huge. Okay, I think I've maxed out all the spots on the ground though. That's probably it.
I indeed maxed out all the ground space, and I couldn't plant any more plants there. A merchant visited the shop the next day with the alchemy machine.
And of course, I spent all my money. Of course he shows up, and I have 74 coins the next day. Okay, I need a stockpile 1.8k. That's ridiculous. You're ridiculous, man.
I was a little upset I had spent all my gold the day before. A customer needed a potion since he got locked out of his house. I didn't think I had any solutions, so I went searching on the brewing map, even though the exploding potion would have worked for this. I discovered the charm effect.
I'm gonna send it over to this one now.
And the rage effect. Unfortunately, these effects wouldn't do it for the customer, so I sent him on his way and took care of the remaining customers. The day after, I increased my trading with the talent point and started taking on customers. The next couple days would be mostly just selling because I needed to save for the alchemy machine. I only needed to repair the alchemy machine and create a potion with 3 effects to complete chapter 3. I did buy a hairy banana from a merchant though. I mean, I just couldn't help myself. What a legendary name for an ingredient. And ended that day making a potion with 3 effects.
I don't know what use this could have, but goal achieved. Now we just need to repair the alchemy machine.
I spent the next day saving gold for the alchemy machine, reaching level 7 popularity. I also started to get better at making potions, improving my swiftness potion to level 3.
Oh, before haggling, that's so much.
All the seeds I had planted had fully grown the following day, and I added a talent point to gain extra popularity points. The merchant was finally back with the alchemy machine.
Perfect. We can now buy the alchemy machine. This guy's selling it for less.
And this time I had enough to purchase it. He was also selling the void cell recipe. I was unsure what it was at the time, but would need it later down the road. And with that, I completed chapter 3. I only had 3 tasks left I needed to complete for chapter 4. I now could use the alchemy machine to start crafting the legendary recipes. The first one being Nigredo.
So I need a level 3 poison, level 3 strength, level 3 stone skin, sleep, and slowness.
I didn't have the level 3 versions of these potions yet, so I had to go brew them.
Alright, there's my level 3 poison. I'm starting to get pretty good at this. Oh, there's check marks there now. Okay. Potion of stone skin, potion of slowness, potion of sleep.
After finishing all the potions, I was able to create my first Nigredo. By creating Nigredo, I unlocked the next legendary recipe, Albedo. I now just needed to create a potion with 4 effects and collect a big experience book to complete chapter 4. So I started creating a potion with 4 effects, discovering a new effect while doing it.
Libido? I'll be real, I don't know what that means.
Libido is someone's sex drive, but I have the vocabulary of a 5-year-old, so I didn't know that. Also, collecting a big experience book.
And that is chapter 4 completed.
So I was able to complete both chapters 3 and 4 in one day. I also learned a new word. It was a very productive day. I used the talent points I earned to continue upgrading my map visibility. I wanted to get started working on Albedo, but was missing some potion effects it required and needed to get the upgraded alchemy machine.
Oh, I see. For the Albedo, we need a Negredo. We also need levitation potions, which I don't have yet.
I started selling to customers when I realized you could change the names of the potions.
You can change the names? That's cool. I didn't realize that. Alright, I'm gonna have to rename some of these recipes.
I needed to upgrade most of my potions to level 3, so of course I went to recreate and rename them.
Good ol' 3-star flashbang. That's what I'm selling. I got you a flashbang, my dude.
I had a customer requesting a levitation potion. Since I needed it for the Albedo recipe also, I went searching for it, achieving a chapter 5 goal.
Wait, is this potion angled? How do I angle it?
These potions were angled, so you couldn't brew a level 3 from them without using a different potion base or specific ingredient. These will come into play later.
Potion of fire protection. I was really hoping that would be the levitation potion.
I had no luck finding the levitation effect, so goodbye.
I have a lot of fire bells, so I'm gonna do some exploring down this way. Oh, there is a potion over here. Strong potion of acid. Good old battery acid recipe. There's also another potion here. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get to that.
I began the next day by upgrading my trading, and was taking care of customers when I made a realization.
I've just realized you can change what to haggle on to get more money. I had no idea. I thought they were just always very easy. This is the hard one, and this does not look very hard. I will be doing hard from now on until I unlock whatever this is. Probably very hard. Oh, it moves so much faster. I didn't even realize that. Alright, well, I just lost 12 coins trying to haggle. I should not have talked any talk. Yeah, there you go, man. I need a potion that can defeat enemies that are wearing heavy armor. Battery acid. You want some battery acid? Ho, 452 coins for this battery acid. I'm gonna redeem myself on this one. 200 extra coins. Let's get it. Very nice. 655 coins. That's like almost more than I have in my bank right now. Get out of here.
Now that I haggle on hard, I would earn a lot more gold than before. If only I had spent the time reading what I was doing at the beginning. A merchant came along with an expansion I could buy.
Ooh, this merchant has the garden expansion to the pond, and I have enough money, so I'm definitely going to purchase that. Now we can grow more plants here, and certain plants grow underwater, so we can grow those plants as well.
And I wrapped up the day by doing a little more searching for effects, finally finding the levitation effect near the top of the map. I upgraded my slowness potion the next day.
Alright, new potion. The potion of slug.
And my charm potion.
Nice little new potion. 3-star love struck.
But that was about it for that day, finishing with over 3,000 coins in the bank. The merchant visited at the start of the next day. He had the void salt recipe and alchemy machine upgrade.
Void salt recipe. Unlocks the recipe for void salt. Void salt gradually erases the path you've made. It's one of the challenges to buy the void salt and create it, so we're going to be doing that. You know this guy's easy to take from. I'm a gamer. Void salt recipe made, thank you. Get out of here.
Now that I had the recipe, I started working on creating it.
Create a potion with 5 different effects. So we need to create, we should just create this potion then, because this has 5 different effects on it. I'm kind of nervous I make this in a different order and it messes everything up. I'm going to make it in this exact order just in case. And the final touch. Wow, look at that. This is going to be called Crazy Juice.
The rest of the required potions weren't that difficult to make, and I even had some already. I made the swiftness and agility potion next. and finished with the sleep potion.
There we go, we got the melatonin. And that is the final recipe I need for this. So let me add the melatonin in and pull the lever.
Now all I needed was to upgrade the alchemy machine and create a potion of invisibility and necromancy to finish chapter 5. I upgraded my mana potion to level 3. I also upgraded my rage potion to level 3 as well.
We have new potion, testosterone. I meant to save that recipe. Gosh, dang it.
Well, I meant to.
New popularity, level 8.
And I ended that day by buying more seeds and trying to plant them.
You don't know how to plant herbs and mushrooms underwater. Oh, I need to unlock that first.
I leveled up the next day and got the seeds planted.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to water that. I need to enchant my clothes so they make me invisible. Why?
A customer wanted an invisibility potion. It was one of the last 2 I needed for the chapter 5 task, so I started heading toward an effect I could see on the map and hadn't gotten yet, hoping it was invisibility. I got lucky and found it.
Strong potion of invisibility.
A new merchant visited selling crystal seeds. I wouldn't be able to plant these until I got another garden upgrade. I also preemptively got the perk to be able to plant the crystal seeds. I upgraded my wild growth potion the following day.
So we got a new potion, fertilizer. I just find this to be such a bizarre request. Like, for what? She didn't even give a reason why.
Then I did some research after all the customers were gone.
Wow, look at this. I hope this works.
And I uncovered the necromancy effect.
I see dead people. All we have remaining now is buying the basic alchemy machine upgrade.
The seeds I planted earlier finished growing the next day. I bought more seeds from a merchant and got them planted in the garden. No merchant brought the alchemy machine today, so I did some exploring and found a new effect.
Protection of poison.
The merchant finally visited the next day and had the alchemy machine upgrade and a new potion base.
Oh, there's 2 here that we want again. I want this oil, but start with this because this will finish the chapter, and then we should buy a lot more paper too. All right, 8 more recipes. We need this, so I gotta lock in for this haggle. Oh, that was clockwork. The Alchemist Path, chapter 5 complete, and we have 3 upgrades.
With these upgrades, I put 1 into increasing my charisma. I also put 2 into increasing how many customers I get each day.
With this upgrade, we are now able to create albedo. Yeah, we have all of these. We need to create another Negretto first, though. Alright, there's our Negretto. But that's just gonna go in there.
Then I got started on the albedo.
We may have all of these potions, actually. Let me see. Alright, I was able to make most of them. We are just missing the dexterity, magic vision, lightning, frost. Oh, and I didn't make the levitation one because we're running out of potions and I want to make sure we get through the day first. So I'm going to do all the customers first and then come back and see if I can finish it off.
I sold to all the customers and the last visitor was a merchant who had the cave upgrade.
We should be able to haggle for this. We just have to make sure we win the haggle. I'm just going to do an easy one. No, I'm gaming. I'm doing hard. No doubt. So now that is the cave expansion. I should be able to plant this now, right?
I was wrong. You can only plant the crystal seeds in the final expansion. I went back to creating the albedo.
Alright, there's a level 3 frost potion. A little brain freeze.
By creating albedo, I unlocked the next legendary recipe, Citrinitas.
Enlargement, we haven't unlocked that one yet. Slipperiness, frost protection, shrinking. So there's quite a few potions we still have not unlocked yet.
And I realized I had a lot more tasks to complete for chapter 6.
We're at a reputation of 79 already.
My reputation was growing, getting close to level 100.
Do I have anything to protect against magic? No I don't. I need a lightning protection. Do I have lightning protection? Sorry man, I have no protection spells. Oh, this is just killing my reputation. Sometimes I have to fight during thunderstorms. During storms, you are at risk of getting hit by lightning. Maybe there's something I can use my gear to protect myself. Everyone needs this.
After every customer seemed to want protection spells, I set out to explore the edge of the map and hopefully find some new effects.
Protection of lightning. I wish I found this a little earlier.
I kept exploring to unlock more effects.
Weak potion of enlargement. That was a pain to get to, so I'm gonna try and unlock more. Oh my gosh, and we lost the potion. At least we know we can go to this one next.
I took care of the remaining customers, and I purchased some more seeds from a merchant.
I gotta get the hairy banana seed.
Everyone seemed to want protection potions I didn't have, so I took a hit to the reputation. It was time I got to work and found those sneaky effects on the edge of the map. I found the frost protection effect. This gave me some talent points.
I'm gonna unlock haggling over extremely complex topics. I think this is the hardest level haggling. Then I'll just put the last one into the trading.
Then back to exploring I went. I then found the gluing effect, and lastly, the inspiration effect.
Went all the way up here for this one.
The dwarf visited with more crystals the next day.
Oh, a ton of these. I guess I'll buy 6 of them for now. And I can do very hard now. So let's try this out. This is our first very hard haggle. I'm not gonna lie, this went very poorly, and I think I just cost myself a ton of money, but I'm gonna try again here in 1 second. Oh my gosh. Yep, I can't even afford this. I'm so dumb. Yeah, I guess I have to take it because I literally can't afford this. Wow, I screwed up there. Okay, I guess I'll have 3 of them. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to buy anyways, 3 of them.
I went back to haggling on hard from then on out. I hit level 9 popularity.
Hey, we've leveled up our popularity.
The merchant with the upgrades decided to come by the next day.
I swear this guy comes when we're broke every single time. I need to start stockpiling money so I can get these upgrades.
At this point, I needed money and those upgrades. So I quickly just rushed through a few days selling as many potions as I could. And unfortunately, I sold to this guy, losing me 33 reputation. I didn't notice this until later though, but it was time to use some of my stockpiled ingredients to find the remaining effects.
Weak potion of slipperiness. Alright, we've unlocked a new potion, and there's also a potion down here and a potion up here. Fragrance. You have unlocked a new effect called fragrance. Alright, so there's actually 2 more potions down this way. Acid protection. Rejuvenation. Oh, it's the Minecraft golden apple. I see.
Finding those effects finished most of chapter 6. So I returned to searching the map's other corners.
Hallucinations. Anti-magic. Okay, so anti-magic's all the way up here. Wow. Alright, we made it. What is it? Luck. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Shrinking. That looks like that's the whole side of the map there. The right side of the map is complete.
I had a ton of upgrades from finding these effects, most of which got put into trading. I needed money. I finally came to the realization that my reputation had tanked.
Well, hello, honey bun. I could have never imagined that the new alchemist would turn out to be so cute. My name is Madame Twerks. I am the owner of the best entertainment establishment in town. I hope we'll be friends. Okay, you're looking for just a normal one. Got it.
This is when the realization seeps in.
Did that just tank my reputation? I wasn't paying attention. What tanked my reputation? I'm clueless. I was at 70 something. Now I'm at 38. I don't know what dropped it so much. Oh well, we'll have to build this back up.
The merchant finally returned and I had a decent amount of money.
So because buying potion-based oil is one of the chapter targets, we're gonna do that. Can I haggle for these?
I could haggle for it, so I bought the moon salt recipe as well.
Advanced alchemy machine upgrade would have been nice, but that reminds me that we still need to build, or we still need to create the citrinus anyways. Alright, so now I can use oil as well.
The oil base was a new map with the potions placed in different spots. The oil base also had oil slicks that were hard to move through, and the map was much smaller.
I forgot I never remade level 3 explosive. So now we got the nuke potion.
Then I decided to do more exploring on the water-based map to hopefully finish it.
We went down and around this whole thing. There was just finally one potion, but yeah, there was like nothing this whole area except the skull. So what are we getting? Stench. Oh, okay, cool. That's the final potion we needed for chapter 5 or chapter 6, sorry. But I'm gonna try and continue up this way to see if I can get any more. Purse. So that's the whole bottom left. Let's finish that potion. And there we have it, the Alchemist Path Chapter 6 complete.
Now that Chapter 6 is complete, there were only 3 tasks left for Chapter 7.
But we also unlocked a couple new levels. I'm gonna max out trading because I can, and that looks really nice.
The next day, I purchased more crystals and enchanted paper, then reached level 10 popularity. I went back to do some more exploring of the oil base. I wanted to find out if all the potions were in the same spot as the water base.
Slipperiness. Okay, so I was thinking they were all gonna be the same, but slipperiness is right here on the oil. So that is definitely different. All right, I guess we're gonna have to explore this whole map to figure out where stuff is. Fire protection. So it's good that some of the harder to get ones on the water base are close by. Shrinking. Okay, that's really good.
I could now make some potions I needed for the Citrina toss. I made a level 3 slipperiness potion.
All right, there we have it, the banana peel. Wait. Oh my gosh, there's a banana. Let's go.
Then a level 3 shrinking potion.
There we have shrinkage. This is way too big of a potion. There you go. Okay, we need frost protection and fire. Wait, no. Frost protection and enlargement, which I will search for now.
The next day, I was able to find frost protection.
All right, frost protection. Massive. That goes here. Based off if this is shrinking, then enlargement's probably this one right here. And I knew it. Enlargement. Viagra. That is the final potion we need for this. So pull a lever.
With that, we created Citrinitas and unlocked the next legendary recipe, Rubedo. I needed the advanced alchemy machine upgrade to create Rubedo, so my next goal was creating moon salt. However, I continued on exploring the oil base since I needed a poison protection potion. Say that 3 times fast, creating a few new potions.
And that is gluing. Lightning protection. Poison protection. Oh, perfect. We went the right way.
I returned to making the moon salt. I had most of the potions ready to go for the recipe.
Flashbang.
But now it was time to make the custom potions.
Alright, so for the moon salt we had pretty much all of the regular potions. But now we have to make these individual separate potions. Like 3 magic, 2 dex, 3 lightning, and 2 frost, and 3 levitation, 2 invisibility. Let me give my best effort to make all these and see how it goes. Alright, lightning frost potion finished. And there's the magical vision and dexterity potion finished. And there is the levitation invisibility potion. That goes here. And that should be everything to complete it. Here we go.
Now that the moon salt was created, the last chapter task was to buy an advanced alchemy machine, and I had plenty of gold. I finished exploring all the oil base, creating a new level 3 lightning protection potion, finding the rejuvenation effect,
Golden apple now from Minecraft.
and the anti-magic effect. The Minotaur merchant visited and had the final garden upgrade.
Here we go. Please have something upgrade. Oh, that is what I've been looking for. Thank you.
This area was used for growing and harvesting crystals.
So I can finally plant my crystal.
The day started with the wizard merchant bringing me a couple new upgrades.
Oh, the first customer the next day has wine. It's a different base for potions. I'm going to haggle for this first, and if we have enough, then we will get the wine. I'm just going to do hard just to make sure. I have screwed up very hard, so. There we go. Alchemist Path Chapter 7 complete with the alchemy upgrade. And we have enough to purchase the wine, so we're going to do both. Perfect. That one was a little bit more sketchy, but we got it. 3,000.
Buying the upgraded alchemy machine made it possible for me now to create rubedo. However, the first thing I needed to do was create a potion of fear to finish the last task of the chapter.
Oh, this wine map looks absolutely crazy. Okay, I see. With the water map, I forgot to go in the top left. Weak potion of fear.
Chapter 8 was now done, and I had 4 more tasks to complete Chapter 9. Buying and creating sun salt, creating rubedo, and reaching a popularity of level 12. So I got started on creating the rubedo, and hoped I'd find the sun salt recipe soon. The only potion I couldn't make was a level 3 fear. I assumed it was somewhere within the wine base, so I started searching for it. I found healing, strength, slowness, necromancy, and acid on my first try. The wine base was different from the first 2. I was able to travel through parts of the bone areas, but my potion would become damaged. I needed to get onto the health signs to regain the potion's health. I bought some crystal seeds from the crystal mage.
Thank you, good sir.
And got them planted in the garden.
There you go. And we have reached popularity level 11.
I was only 4 levels away from the max popularity now. I went back to searching the wine base for the fear potion, finding frost, mana, curse, and fragrance. Again, no fear. I purchased more crystals at the beginning of the next day.
I'll take all of those.
And sold to some strange customers.
I need to enlarge a certain part of my body. Do you have anything I can rub on it? Oh god. Should I give him shrinkage? See if he notices. Oh, he noticed. Alright, man. Here is your Viagra. Enjoy.
Before going back to look for fear again. Finding libido, rage, and finally fear.
Yes. Alright, so fear is up in the left corner here.
I made a level 3 version of it right away.
Alright, tier 3 potion of fear. We got the new extreme fear potion.
And finished off the rubedo.
Where does it go? There it is. That should be everything. Here we go.
Finishing rubedo unlocked the final legendary recipe, the Philosopher's Stone. And it was no joke to make.
Wow, the Philosopher's Stone has some crazy potions that we're gonna have to make.
The following day, I was able to purchase the sun salt recipe.
Perfect timing, got the sun salt recipe.
Now I just had to make it.
What do we need for these sun salts? Anything crazy?
But before I got started on making it, I made sure to finish exploring all the effects on the wine base, finding sleep, dexterity, magical vision, luck, swiftness, charm, levitation, and inspiration.
That should be all the maps. There's wine, water, the biggest one, and oil. So now we should be able to make the best potion of every single type.
I got building the sun salt, starting with the potions I already had recipes for. Then I started making the custom ones.
Alright, the first potion has been done.
I also learned that moon salt rotated the potion, making it possible to get a level 3 potion with any base.
Oh my god. I thought I overdid it there. There we go. Now we just need the last one. And the final potion has been made. And boom. There we have it.
Now the final goal of the chapter was to reach a popularity of 12. The next couple of days were just selling as many potions as possible. Me, being a silly goose, made this dumb mistake.
I'm just gonna buy so much enchanted paper. I'm kind of curious on what this just looks like in my notebook. Oh my gosh, I can't even see any of I have too much paper. I can't even see my other recipes. This is bad. I'm gonna throw all of them over here. Okay, I crammed most of them into this corner and then a couple of them into this corner so I can see the recipes again.
And back to selling potions I went.
Alchemist, this is a delicate matter. I need lubrication for personal reasons, if you know what I mean. Okay, how about you take a banana peel? Use a banana peel, huh? Oh yeah.
As I was grinding to reach a higher popularity, I managed to reach the maximum reputation, finishing that achievement. Now I would just have to reach the minimum reputation, but that would be much easier. I finally reached level 12 popularity 3 days later.
Popularity level 12 reached. The Alchemist Path chapter 9 is now complete, and we are on the final chapter of the book, chapter 10. Let's take a look. So for chapter 10, we need to create the Philosopher's Stone, buy and create life salt. buy the Philosopher's Salt recipe and create the Philosopher's Salt, and then reach a popularity of level 15, which that's gonna take some grinding to get to, I think.
I was right. The popularity was the longest grind in this game. I did nothing but sell to customers the next day in order to stockpile some ingredients. And the next day, the cool merchant came, bringing me more stuff to buy.
Ah, he has a life salt recipe. I could buy 27 more enchanted paper. That's crazy. I thought it would cap you out. Thank you for that.
I could now start creating life salt, but I wanted more ingredients, so I wouldn't start until the next day. Half the life salt potions were simple 1-of-X, so I started with those. Then I started crafting the custom 2-type potions it asked for.
And there it is. And now we just have one final one, which is probably going to be the hardest one to make. Yeah, just look at what we have to do. We have to hit frost, lightning, acid, fire, and magic. So we just have to do the whole circle.
This potion was tough, but there were much tougher ones to come.
All right, here we go. The final ingredient. Yep, that's everything there. Let's pull it. Life salt has been created, plus 6,000.
I now had 4 final tasks of the Alchemist's Path to complete.
I'm not sure if we have to do this before this. I kind of want to do the Philosopher's Stone last. So I'm going to see if I get a merchant that's selling the salt.
So for the next couple of days, all I would do is sell potions, waiting for that merchant to come by with the recipe. The Minotaur came by first, selling me a basement.
Treasury, an additional basement space for storing anything and everything. We'll definitely take that. Oh, it's under here. Oh.
This was purely decoration though.
Alright, it's starting to look nice. We need to buy more items though.
Another full day and still no salt recipe, but I did hit a popularity level 13. I decided to just start making the Philosopher's Stone, since I didn't know when the merchant would come by.
I guess let's get to it. We can start with the luck. I know we have a luck. We can start with a couple of these simple ones, but then majority of these gonna have to take a while.
Oh my, this was a grind.
This next potion is actually brutal to make. I haven't even looked at where the last one is yet, but invisibility, levitation, fear, necromancy, and rejuvenation. So we have to hit this corner, this corner, this corner. Where's levitation? Levitation and invisibility. So here, here, and here. This probably has to be the hardest one. I can't imagine the other one being harder.
Luckily, the final potion was much easier to create.
I never want to do this again. And there we go. That is the final potion we need. That one was so much easier. Like, I would rather make that potion twice than the previous one. But this will do it for the Philosopher's Stone. You've created the Philosopher's Stone. Let's put that on display. The last thing we need to do now is buy the Philosopher's Salt and create it, and then reach level 15.
I also remembered it was an achievement to create an unknown substance. This is how it's made.
And voila, there is an unknown substance. There we go.
I couldn't do much besides sell potions until the merchant came along with the recipe, so that's all I did. Finally, a couple days later, he paid me a visit.
Finally, we get the Philosopher's Salt recipe. It took like 100 days. Give me that. No, I'm not paying 20k. That's better.
It was now time for me to start the final recipe of the game.
Oh my god. This is gonna take so long. Oh, we need the Philosopher's Stone to make this. Good thing we made that first. I'm sorry, Philosopher's Stone, but I need ya.
But before I began, I decided to stock up on all ingredients the next day, just to make sure I could finish it. Also, I had a surplus of money to spend. Now the grind could begin. Literally.
The first of many has been complete. Number 2 done. 3 potions down. 4 potions down. Potion number 5 complete. Number 6 complete. There's number 7 down. Number 8 complete. Number 9. Number 10 done. Number 11 complete. And now we only have one left. And that's the final one complete.
The Philosopher's Salt was now ready to make.
There we have it. Create Philosopher's Salt. What does that even do? Moves potion towards the nearest effect. Oh, that's pretty cool.
The last thing we needed to do now was reach level 15 popularity and the minimum reputation. Many days later, after only selling to hoodlums, we reached the minimum reputation. Our customer base now was very much degenerates. But then 3 days after that, we met our final customer.
There's a merchant who refuses to work with us. I want to put a curse on him. Potion of Curse. And the Alchemist Path Chapter 10 complete.
And with that, we have officially 100% potion craft.
And I also did some decorating. I just threw whatever I could around. So this is the basement, and this is what the bedroom looks like. Here are the gardens. The cave's looking crazy now. And we finished with 136,000 gold.
If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Also, comment game recommendations down below. Thank you!